All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? All my people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, or West Staten Island, my homeborough Brooklyn. And for this video, shout out to my people on the West Coast. I'm back at it, and today marks the 35th anniversary of the legendary MC Ice Cube's debut album, America's Most Wanted. One of the greatest debut albums in hip hop history, and one of the greatest albums of all time. Of course, this was Ice Cube's first project after leaving the legendary rap group NWA. They helped pioneer gangster rap, for better or for worse. They helped pioneer gangster rap. They was having issues. Cube decided to go solo. He linked up with the Bomb Squad, which was Public Enemy's production team, and they got to work on this hip hop masterpiece. 5 stars, or this is hip hop, 5 mics, as in 5 mics from the source. And there was something about this album that I never knew until I did some research on this album to prepare for this video. But let's read about this album real quick. America's Most Wanted is the debut solo album by Ice Cube, released on May 15, 1990, through Priority Records. The album's title is an allusion to the television show America's Most Wanted, with the 3Ks in America representing the prevalence of white supremacist ideologies within America from groups such as the Ku Klux Klan. This was the beginning of Ice Cube kind of leaving the gangster rap, but also delving into that political hip-hop / conscious hip-hop that Public Enemy was known for. Chuck D is one of Ice Cube. I think Chuck D is Ice Cube's favorite rapper ever, if I remember correctly. So you can hear the influence that Chuck D had on Ice Cube and his rhyming style. And of course, after Ice Cube left NWA and all the gangster rap shit, he joined the Nation of Islam. Following his breakthrough performance on NWA's seminal 1988 album Straight Outta Compton, Cube felt he wasn't being properly compensated for his work as a performer and primary lyricist in the group. Faced with the option of signing an unfavorable contract or going solo, Cube wisely chose the latter, but he was still willing to work with the group under the right circumstances. See, that I never knew. I never knew Cube was willing to still work with the group. I thought he just left and went and did his own thing. Anyways, in a 20-year album retrospective with Double XL, Ice Cube revealed that Dr. Dre was on board to produce his album, but the two ultimately decided there was too much tension following NWA's breakup, which, again, I never knew that. I never knew Dr. Dre was supposed to produce this album for Cube. I never knew that. I thought there was so much tension when Cube left, and obviously there was so much tension when Cube left. NWA decided to diss him, call him Benedict Arnold, and Ice Cube came back with arguably the greatest diss track in the history of hip-hop, No Vaseline. Anyway, here's Cube commenting on it. I'm pretty sure Easy didn't want Dre to do it, but Dre did want to do it. We got to put that on record. Dre wanted to do my record, but it was just too crazy with the breakup of NWA. The breakup snowballed into some shit, yeah. One of the most forgotten beefs in hip-hop history because you bodied them with one song. Anyway, the album was critically acclaimed, being featured on a number of Album of the Year lists, including #1 ranking on Spin Magazine's list of the best albums of 1990, as well as an inclusion on several all-time lists, such as the Source Magazine's list of top 100 rap albums of all time. Q spoke on the impact of America's Most Wanted. To me, America's Most Wanted, that's the best. I woke up one day, and that record was a phenomenon that you couldn't get away from. It's better than Straight Outta Compton. I won't go that far, but yeah, anyway, because that was a shock record. America's Most Wanted had more good songs than Compton did. Puffy once told me that he studied America's Most Wanted before doing Biggie's first album, Ready to Die. And to me, that's a major statement. It shows that America was the blueprint for how records were put together for a long time after that, with the skits and the whole record being one thing. It all sounds like it was made on the same day. It set the tone for a lot of records to come, probably for 10 years after that. Like, is it Ice Cube's best album? I would say so. And Ice Cube got a lot of great projects. That Certificate, The Predator, Lethal Injection. The Predator was a great album, by the way. You know, listen to Ice Cube's Predator, go listen to it. It was a great album. But America's Most Wanted, I would probably have to give that the nod over The Predator, and that was a great album. Some of my favorite song from this joint is The Nigga You Love to Hate. But also songs like America's Most Wanted, What They're Hidden For, Once Upon a Time in the Projects, Better Off Dead, Turn Off the Radio, Gangsta's Fairy Tale, I'm Only Out for One Thing, featuring Flavor Flav. A lot of great songs. Rolling with the Lynch Mob, which was Ice Cube's crew, Lynch Mob Records at that time. It's one of the greatest albums of all time, period. 5 mics from the source. I think this was one of the first albums to get a 5 mic rating from the Source magazine, back when the Source was super relevant. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Again, remember Ice Cube solo work? it comes down to America's Most Wanted or The Predator as his best album. It's just for me. But guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did you know that Dr. Dre was going to produce Q's solo album? Because I did not know that until I was doing research for this video. But did you already know that? Let me know in the comment section down below. What's your favorite song off this joint? Again, mine is The Nigga You Love to Hate. And I did a video on Ice Cube a long time ago called The Greatest of All Time. Ice Cube is a top 10 MC of all time to me. He's in my top 10. He's one of the most underrated rappers of all time. Most people know Q for his movies, I think, than his songs. I think people know Q rapped, but they're mainly known for his movies. Boys in the Hood, Friday, Higher Learning, Players Club, Barbershop, Are We There Yet? So on and so forth, more so than do his music. But if you ever check out Ice Cube music, go listen to it. Okay, one of the greatest MCs of all time. Just to give his props. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if we're going to grow on YouTube. See y'all. Yay, yay.